law. So David, welcome, and I have a question for you. If I have a disabled parent, can he or she apply for naturalization? And if so, what really needs to be done for him or her?
That's a great question, Vijay, and thanks very much for asking. And of course, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, and Kemcho to all our listeners today.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a question that we frequently get from many of the folks who have come over to the United States who have parents who have, they have their green cards and they are ready for naturalization, for citizenship.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so this is part of a process which is the filing of a citizenship application and an accommodation that's afforded by the USCIS for individuals that have disabilities. And the disability waiver is linked to individuals who are unable to learn or have potential defects in their memory and they can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important that a qualifying doctor be filling out a special form that accompanies the N400, and that is an N648, a disability waiver. And the way that N648 needs to be filled out is with a very particular reference to what's called the DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual. And that is a book that's put out by the American Psychological Association that links clearly the individual's disability to their inability physically to learn or to memorize. Now, I'll give you a perfect example of where we use this is for individuals that, let's say, have diabetes. So let's say you have an individual who has diabetes. Diabetes decreases the flow of blood to the brain and to other extremities in the body. And so what you can do is if there's a doctor who's willing to give a report to say that the individual, after being tested appropriately, doesn't have the ability to learn or to memorize, then diabetes could be a link to that disability waiver. So oftentimes, to be extra careful, what we do is we'll submit 2 disability waivers, one up front with the original N400 filing, and then one again when they're noticed for an interview. We take another disability waiver from a second doctor who's willing to confirm that same information. So this is the way that we can get a sort of an accommodation, if you will, for individuals who have these disabilities.
Wow, that's great to know that there are possibilities to do that, and that NPZ law can help. And there you have it, folks. The NPZ Law Group is your one-stop for all the A to Z of US and Canadian immigration matters. Don't hesitate to reach out to them today for anything that you may need.